Planner friends, it's Crystal with Happy to Plan. I'm going to be doing my Plan With Me video for the week of December 18th through the 24th. This week I'm going to be doing a cardinal poinsettia theme, and sometimes I struggle with finding inspiration, and then there's other times when I've overloaded myself with inspiration pieces. So my original inspiration for this spread was this stickers that I bought at Hobby Lobby. So these birds are felt. And then they're obviously a little bit pop-up. The little holly leaves have little rhinestones in them. I just think they're really pretty. And then, so I found this and I thought that would be a really fun theme. I've never done like a cardinal theme in my planner before. So I thought that would be fun. And then I found these poinsettias and I thought, oh, these are really pretty and would really make a cool paper clip. So I was like, well, those go together. I could do like a cardinal, theme with it. So I found, then I had those two pieces, and then I found this card at the Dollar Tree. And I was like, well, this one has poinsettias, and it also has really cool Christmas kind of plaid. So I don't know, I think I'm going to try to incorporate this. I'm going to try to incorporate all three of these things in the planner layout today. So with all of these three things in mind, I did pick up this Hot Buy paper pack from the Michaels a little while back, and it's got some really pretty paper. I actually think it even has, yeah, so it's got some plaid in here too. So I'm trying to see if I'm going to incorporate the plaid. That one's pretty close, but it's not quite. And then it has the cardinal on there. Yeah, so I think I'm going to use this piece. I'm going to tear this piece out. Okay. And then I think I'm probably going to want a piece of this, the wood grain, and incorporate that, because of some of the stickers I have kind of have like an old-fashioned-y kind of vibe to them. So maybe the wood grain would be cool. And I really don't like this stuff at the top anyway, so I probably would never use this piece of paper. So let me pull this one out. Okay, well, let's go ahead and see what I do with all of this stuff.
All right, so the first thing I started with was cutting out this little journaling card here. I definitely wanted to use that in the spread somehow. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut that first. And then as I was flipping through the paper pack that I showed in the beginning, I saw this cardinal poinsettia paper and I got more inspiration. So I was overloaded with inspiration for the spread. And sometimes that makes it really hard because you can't obviously fit every single thing in the layout when you have so much inspiration. But when I saw that and how cute it was in the corner there, I have done this before in the past in one of my spring layouts. I do plan on doing a full flip through of my Happy Planner and I'm going to load that on the 24th. So if you're interested in seeing that, make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you can get notifications on when I post videos. So anyway, I saw these papers and I was inspired to do the same thing I kind of did in a spread that I had in the spring. So I went ahead and cut the corner pieces out. And then what I'm doing here is I'm actually decided that I wanted to keep the paper, the kind of that wood grain paper, lined up so that it would actually line up with the side panel. So you can see how the wood grain basically covers the side panel. So I just had to trim it a little bit just to make sure that it fit and didn't go over into the Monday day. So I'm just going to trim it up here. But I really like how I did that because I felt like if I had cut that out, then the lines would have showed, the lines from the notes section, and I wouldn't have liked that. So I'm glad that I figured that out as I was cutting it, because obviously once you cut it, kind of I would have had to like jerry-rig it to make it look like that. And so it was nice that it was able to get that in part as the design. So now what I'm doing here is I'm just going to go ahead and cut out the wooden paper in the middle. And I'm going to use that in the actual layout. So I'm just going to cut that, trim that down, and then I'm actually going to do the thing where I do the strips. I've been asked before, like, why don't you just use one piece of paper and then you just draw the lines in? And I've been asked that question before, and I just like to have the strips. I like to have kind of that dimension of having, it looks differently if it's one piece of paper with the lines on it. I like to have kind of the dimension of the break in the 3 different rows, or columns, I should say. So I'm going to go ahead and get these cut, and I'm actually going to glue them down as I'm cutting them, so that I can make sure that they line up correctly. So you'll see I'm just going to grab my glue dots tape runner here and just glue that down here in a second. Once I trim that up, I was having trouble getting it straight. It was really uneven on that one side. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. And once I get that glued, I'm going to go ahead and continue and just do that with the rest of the columns. And I'm just going to cut as I go and then glue as I go, so that I can get it to be as even as possible. So I'm not sure if you see what I mean about having kind of that dimension of, it's like, I don't know, I can't really explain what I'm talking about, but it has like a dimension to it where the line is like underneath the paper and not on top of the paper, if that makes any sense at all. All right, and then I did like the fact that when I cut the paper, it had that little leaf there. So I definitely wanted to keep that little sprig kind of hanging off that paper. I thought that was kind of a cute little design. So then I'm going to go ahead and get that glued down, and then I'm also going to do that to the other side. I do take the paper that I showed in the intro with the baubles, but anyway, I'm going to get this glued down. So what I did is just glued up the side panel, and then I glued at the bottom, and then I'm going to go ahead and punch the hole too, because I do need to punch the hole on that side because I covered it up with that flour. So I'm just going to take my hole punch here and punch that, and then yep, that one's done. And then I'm going to go ahead and do that same thing with the paper on this side as quickly as possible. There you go. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue down at the bottom and then glue the side panel. So I'm just kind of gluing the edges. All right, so do you want to just, we're going to go into sticker time here in a second once I get that whole, this washi tape on. But before they do that, I do want to just kind of explain that sticker time is probably not the best sticker time in the world, because there's a lot of just kind of plain stickers. But the reason that I did that is when the paper is taking up so much of the design, I want to counteract that with not using so many decorative stickers. So a lot of the stickers are going to be functional. So here you go, sticker time. right, so as you can see, like I said earlier, I did put on a lot of those functional stickers, those kind of brown craft paper stickers. Funny thing is, I was sitting in Michael's a couple weeks ago when I bought those stickers. I think there's like 900 in the pack that I bought, and I think they were like $4, something like that. They were on clearance. And I'm sitting there going, I wonder if I'm ever going to use all of these stickers. Like, there's no way I'm ever going to use all of these stickers. But I used so many in this one spread that I'm really glad that I bought them. I'm also glad that I bought them because it was really difficult for me to find stickers that had that same red and that same green. So I'm glad that I was able to kind of pull in some of the brown from the pine cones and things that are in the paper. And then I also pulled in a little bit of gold just to kind of add some shine to the paper because I felt like it was a little flat with those stickers. And I've done this before in a couple other of the videos where I've kind of added the brown and the gold, and I really liked how that looked. So I am going ahead and writing some stuff down. As you can tell, I'm on vacation this week, so I'm really excited that I took a whole week off. And I've just got some simple plans this week, just really just going to hang out with some friends, do some dinners. I am writing down the 12 days of Christmas crafty videos that I'm doing. So each day in this week, I'm going to be loading one video each day, and I've actually started that on the 13th. So every day between the 13th and the 24th, I am loading and putting together a crafty video for you. So if you haven't checked that out, I'll make sure I put the playlist at the top right corner here, and also in the description box, so you can check those out if you're interested in checking out the other videos that I've done for the 12 days of Christmas. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and write all those down, and then I wrote in just a few things that I have planned. Now this is my memory planner. This is not my functional to-do list planner. I do mostly just big ticket items and some journaling in this particular planner. And speaking of journaling, I do want to go ahead and add in the journal cards. So I'm going to go ahead and take these cut aparts that came in the paper pack that I showed at the beginning, and I'm just going to glue them to another piece of paper because they were white on the back, so I just wanted to have a decorative piece of paper on the back of them. And I realized that after I was editing that I didn't actually show you what the back of the paper looked like. So I'm going to go ahead and add in a little clip right here of what the paper looks like on the back. So that's kind of that poinsettia paper. So I just used that for the backing of the journal cards. And then I did add in 2 because I felt like I probably would like to journal quite a bit for this week, given that I'm on vacation. And okay, so I want to go ahead and use those poinsettia stickers to make a paper clip. And I just used one of my glue dots, pop dots, and put that sticker on there. And then I used a little piece of felt to adhere that all together and just pressed it all in. And that is my layout. So there you go, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed. I do have a little secret thing there. I actually made those pockets so that I was able to slide those journal cards right in there. And they come right out, and I'm able to put them right back in. So I'm really excited about how that's turned out. I really think it's very pretty. And I hope that you do too. Join me again tomorrow for another crafty video. Bye.